hockey, Olympic hockey memory that's burnt into your skull if you had to pick one.
You want a good one or a little lame one that's kind of neat?
Don't care.
Right, so I'm at a wedding in like 2015, 2016.
Are they still together?
The person I went with, we're not. I don't know about them. I was the full passenger to this thing, let me tell you.
You were the plus one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Which is kind of on cue for my track record. But I'm sitting beside this dude and we're chatting and I'm like, so what do you do? And he's like, I actually play hockey overseas. Canadian guy from outside of Montreal. Oh, yes. What's that vibe like? He's like, it's actually pretty good. You know, we play 45 games and then you pay for your room and board and, 400,000 euros. I'm like, oh, shoot, that's pretty good. Anyway, we hit it off. He didn't really know a lot of people at the wedding either. So, pint 1, pint 2, pint 10, pint 12, grand old time. Fast forward.
You get into a fight, obviously, with the person that you went with.
No fights.
You leave separate.
Just fine. Fast forward, Pyeongchang Olympics 2018. I'm standing there watching the first hockey practice, and I'm like, oh my God. That was the Olympics the NHLers didn't go to.
Yep.
There's Maxime Noreau, the dude I was sitting beside at the wedding. He's got an A on his jersey. He's still playing overseas. Like at the time, was playing overseas, was playing pro. The dude I'd been crushing pots with is now an Olympian. And I'm like, let's go Canada. Let's go Max.
Good. How did we do at that Olympics?
Lost, no medal.
No medal, yeah.
No medal.
I was looking up the roster just before I came on. Gilbert Brulé, Chris Kelly, Mason Raymond, Ben Scrivens was the goaltender, Justin Peters was the backup, Maxime Lapierre, and my buddy Maxime Noreau. So, yeah.
Nice.
Do you remember what you took for a present to that wedding?
Myself.
Hey, I gotta ask the hard questions.
Yeah. Straight cash, homie.
Yeah.
As our guy Randy Moss would say.
Regurgitated gift card. It's crossed out on the back. There's not actually 100 on here. There's 75.
73, 75.
Yeah, to home sense. What do we take away from that game today from your eyeballs? Canada first game against Czechia.
A bunch of things. One, I think that it was a real kind of eye-opener of what the goaltending situation is going to be, and Binnington did what he had to do. The other was, like, for this early in the tournament, I thought their chemistry was pretty good. The Marner assist to Mark Stone on that second goal was just ridiculous. Flips it over the defenseman right on the stick. And I don't know, I don't know about you guys. I think this whole thing is going to be a crash course collision for Team USA. It's going to be all roads point to that, don't they?
We are really. I think we are. I don't usually say this. We are really good. What about a guy like we just showed the picture there? What about a guy like Mark Stone, 34 years old? Everyone's like, why is Mark Stone on the team? You see the patience with the puck when he handles the puck. International game, NHL, it doesn't matter. This guy fills a role. And I thought out of the gate, and just his patience, like I said, Mark Stone looked good at 34.
Here's the other thing. Mark Stone's also a winner. Mark Stone knows what it takes. Mark Stone's been through it. Mark Stone has played hurt. But it's an interesting one because he'd be the first, and I think Kyle told the story on the broadcast, he'd be the first to tell you he probably thought when the NHLers didn't go to Beijing in 2022 because of the pandemic, he probably thought, all right, that's it for me. By 2026, where's my body going to be? Where's my level going to be? These young kids are kind of coming up. Man, the dude can still ball. The dude can still play. And so often with these things, like Mark Stone, lately he hasn't had to because the Golden Knights have been so good. Mark Stone also always signs up to play world championships. So when you have a small little window of time to bring a group of guys together, when you know what it takes to build chemistry, to get rapport going, to do all those things, that's kind of the value that a guy like that offers. And he wears a C in the NHL. You need some of those when you're in a locker room with a lot of egos, in a locker room with a lot of accomplished players.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Stone was a guy that I was initially, when they said it, I was like, what? Like, why does he be there? And you just made it so clear why he's there. Like you said, he's a baller. He wins. He's a big body. He's a strong player. He can play down low. He can go to the slot. But I said the same thing about Bo Horvat, and he scores a beautiful goal today.
Yeah. One thing, Sharky, I remember being in Sochi, and we're after a practice or a game or something, we're in the mix zone is the area between the rink and the locker room. It's an area where you can talk to players, interview them, whatever. And Getzlaf was there, and I remember asking Ryan, I'm like, what's the most difficult part of doing this when you guys are all coming in from different places, whatever? And he said, well, the most challenging part here is for Babs is getting buy-in, right? Like every single player on the ice on these teams is the best player on their team and one of the best players in the NHL. Now you're telling them, hey, I need you to go back check. Hey, I got to limit your minutes. Hey, I need you to do this to free up somebody else. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm the best of the best here, but you only have a small amount of time to make this happen. And so you need guys to buy in, and, you get vets, you get leaders, and now a kid like Celebrini is going to see all this.
He's going to be your next leader.
He's going to be your next leader.
You heard that today post-game in the interview Jordan Binnington had. He talked about John Cooper, what a great coach he was, that he'd play for him anytime, anywhere. Loved John Cooper's style. And I think, like you say, John Cooper gets that buy-in right away from those guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an accident that they put accomplished coaches behind the bench who've won rings, or at least a ring, because you need some street cred with those dudes. I like Cooper's line today too, that somebody said, when did Binnington become your number one goalie? And he said 358 days ago. I thought that was a pretty good line.
That was a good line.
Cooper knows what he's doing. Yeah,
that was a pretty good line.
Has Bruce Cassidy won a Stanley Cup? I don't think so yet, has he? He's on the bench.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was kind of curious on that. Let's go to the women, and it's sometimes it's about business, Arash.
Yes.
And the other day it was a business decision. Canada or the U.S. were 1.5 point favorites against Canada, and as soon as it came down that Marie-Philippe Poulin was out, I was the first in line at the credit union.
Real quick, Barney, don't mean to interrupt. Bruce Cassidy did win a cup with Vegas in 23. My bad.
He was the Vegas guy? Okay. Yeah. And I said to the teller at the credit union, give me everything you can give me today. And I went and I put it on the Americans to beat Canada by more than 1.5 goals. And they beat them 5-0. We're in trouble without her.
Yeah, Barney, but the team is also in trouble if the benchmark is a gold medal. The United States are just a much better hockey team than Canada. Now, the good news is Troy Ryan, good Nova Scotia guy, head coach of the national women's team, says Poulin is likely going to return for the next game. But when was the last time Canada had any kind of real dominance over the United States in women's hockey? I actually think, maybe the 2022 Olympics, but really beyond that, it's been a long time. They're better than us. We have to just swallow it up and admit it, and it's okay. They're better than us.
They're really young, too. The American team's like 4 or 5 years on average younger than ours. Are they not?
Yeah, and that's a little worrisome, too, isn't it, Sharky? Like, what's coming up in the pipeline? Like, it feels like we've been talking about Marie-Philippe Poulin forever. She scored the game-winning goal in Vancouver, the golden goal. it feels like Sarah Nurse and Aaron Ambrose and Natalie Spooner, like these are the usual suspects who we've been talking about for quite some time. So I don't know enough about what's coming up in the pipeline, but it kind of seems like, wait a minute,
Do you think they're just picking the old favorites, the old war horses to take back?
I just don't think we're that deep.
Yeah.
We're not that deep.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know enough about it, but also like you do like to know the known commodities rather than roll the dice a little bit, but
Yeah.
I wonder about our development programs as a country across the board. Like we have not had World Junior dominance. We've not had World Junior success in quite a while. It's a real thing.
If you want to do that, I'll back up World Juniors. Macklin Celebrini's at the Olympics. He could have been playing in the World Juniors. Schaefer with the Islanders should have been at the World Juniors. You can find lots of 18, 19-year-olds in the National Hockey League, whereas other countries don't have that. They don't have their guys playing in the NHL at 18 or 19. We've got some stars there. We get those 5 guys that are in the NHL. It's a completely different lineup at World Juniors. Czechia is not our problem.
Could be. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a fair point.
I want to, Mikhail Kingsbury, you've been talking about him for a while. Guy's a weapon when it comes to moguls.
Oh, man. So he now becomes the first to ever win 4 medals in 4 Olympics. He's got a gold from 2018, wins a silver, loses it wins a silver medal, and missed out on gold by an eyelash today. And by the way, like, can we just applaud people who win silver medals instead of saying they lost out on gold, settled for silver? Like, Kingsbury's 33 years old, guys. In September, he suffered a pretty serious injury. He wasn't even sure if he was going to be able to get back. He wasn't sure if he was going to be able to compete at a high level. He wasn't sure where he was going to be in February. And he said, man, I gotta give this one more shot. Like, this is it. And he invested in a big rehab team. And he said, everybody poured everything into this for us to get here to the podium. It's awesome.
Silver's a win. Silver's a win.
Is he, just ask Elizabeth Manley, is he on the Mount Rushmore of Canadian Olympians, or is that tough?
It's tough, but he's right there. Like, to do it for this long. Like, what I think is really cool is...
How are his knees?
Amazing.
How are his knees? That many moguls.
Yeah, exactly. He's... Like, first it was Jean-Luc Brassard in the Pert Plus commercials. Remember when he won gold?
I bought Pert Plus because of him and Kurt Harnett, or whatever his name was.
Remember Jean-Luc Brassard's line? My hair is, like, in control?
Yes.
In control.
I was drinking McCain Punch.
That's what I did
with my
wrong.
Pert Plus.
God, we're old. So first it was Brassard, and then the moguls kind of torch gets passed to Alex Bilodeau, who won gold in Vancouver, first ever gold medal on home soil.
And they almost didn't have snow there. I remember that.
Yeah.
Up on Cypress Mountain, yeah. And then the torch gets passed to Kingsbury, and mission accomplished. Like, this is a dude who has 100 World Cup titles on his resume. And now 4 Olympic medals, including a gold. Like, that resume is complete, pristine, as good as it gets.
Did you ever use Pert Plus?
Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
He's such a jerk, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, look who invited this guy to the party, Sharky.
Yeah, gotta make a shot. Yeah.
All right. What else are you looking forward to? Maybe Olympics before. I won't even talk to you next week because I'm on holidays, not going to the Olympics. But what else are you looking forward to? What other some Canadian athletes that you got circled?
There's a bunch. I just want to make one quick point, guys. And I wasn't expecting to talk about Maxime Noreau. I sent Colson or Kurt Harnett. But I sent Colson a photo of this today, and I just think this is amazing. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, who played like 8 years in the NFL, Adam McGill from Montreal. He wins a Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes and company in KC, and he's out there working for Radio-Canada, and he wanted to be there for the Kingsbury Silver today, and he posts a photo of the two of them, Kingsbury with the medal, and Tardif's caption was, "I'm just so proud of you, my friend."
Jeez.
Like, here you have two incredibly accomplished Canadian athletes, and like a Super Bowl champion who blocked for Mahomes kind of gets cut at the knees when he sees somebody win a silver. And I just think that's what makes the Olympics so cool, is that everybody's got a story about some kind of Olympian, because anybody can make it. Like, Olympics are about community, whatever your community may be. And I thought that was really neat to see two accomplished athletes kind of sharing that moment today.
Very cool.
I wasn't here Tuesday. Anything you want to come at me? Anything about the Super Bowl? I still won. I won nice, healthy
I didn't.
cabbage on the under.
Okay.
I had a great friend who told me take a defensive touchdown bet.
Yes.
Took that.
5.5 to 1.
Yeah. Oh, mama. I missed on I took the 3-point game. I took the tie on Sports Select, so missed that one. But then we ended up getting a split on our Survivor pool. So that came in nicely. It was a very lucrative Super Bowl for this fella, but boring to watch.
Boring to watch.
Dull. Oh,
They were in it too. The scary thing, if you're not a Patriots fan, you're a Seattle fan, or you just hate the Patriots, which I get, you're sitting there in the third quarter going, they're going to still probably somehow pull this out. But man, I was shocked on how Josh McDaniels did not adjust. Run some swing passes, run some more screens, figure something out. But then Drake May looked like it was the moment was too big for him after getting sacked early.
Yeah, that could be part of it, Barney, but also like he had a little vitamin T shot to the shoulder before the game. We later found out that tore it all. Like, how banged up was he? And this is actually like an issue for the NFL. How much money, like at a time now where everyone's in the wagering and you're partnering with books, who knows, who doesn't know what's happening there? Drake May was not on the injury report on Friday, but he's getting a shot to his throwing shoulder before the game.
Mm-hmm.
That is really, really sketchy and really, really murky. And I spoke with somebody who works in the gambling industry, and I was told that one lucrative book profited $120 million on the Super Bowl. And you're saying to yourself, what? How could that possibly be?
Yeah.
So many props did not hit. If I told you that Seattle's going to put up 29 points, but the quarterback's not going to throw for 2 touchdowns, you're saying to yourself, well, the running back for sure is at least going to score 1, right?
Yeah.
A backup tight end and a defensive touchdown is how Seattle got right. Seattle got into the end zone. May only threw for 1. Stevenson, New England abandoned the run. Every rushing prop for the Patriots didn't hit. So all those fun prop bets, all those parlays, whatever, none of them cashed.
Including picking Seattle's quarterback to throw for more yards than New England's. Did not cash.
Did not cash.
Bad Super Bowl.
Drake May has let me down in so many
Bad
ways.
Super Bowl. Bad Bunny, I'll even take Bad Bunny. I watched it. I was like, who is this guy? What's going on? I was like, oh, okay, not maybe.
Take
not
the
maybe
over on his rushing yards?
Not Matt. Yeah. He moved. He carried the ball for a lot of yards.
I want to get one of those tree costumes for
Halloween.
Duck hunting.
No, I want it for Halloween.
Oh, it'd be awesome for duck hunting.
They got to be selling them, unless they're just putting them in a room somewhere.
You can't reuse
But
them.
the music was catchy.
That halftime show was so much better than the first 2 quarters of football. I don't care. Okay, like entertainment, what? Like, I'm like, this is just dreadful stuff.
It made me want to go and book an all-inclusive trip, and it reminded me of walking around a pool at a Mexican resort when Aquasiza starts, and it's this music, you have no idea what it is, but you're just happy that you got 2 drinks in your hand, and you're just rocking and rolling. All right. So I won't talk to you for a bit. I'll keep you updated on my bets, my Olympic bets.
Yes.
Getting after it. All right, buddy.
Enjoy your week off.
I will. Teeing it up.
Take care, Arash.
Bye, boys.
See you later.
Brother.
Coast to Coast with Arash Madani for Brian Golly. Smart.